Hey guys, real quick, let's debrief on our cookie sales yesterday. So we did sell out actually really quickly, which is obviously a good thing. So at this point we have $96 to put back into the business and pay off our debts, which I think is really an awesome thing that we're gonna do. So moving forward, I did purchase more cookie sheets, so we should be able to make more cookies if we want to. Who are our bakers for this group? Okay, you guys need to make sure that on Monday you're here during P3. Okay, come in on Monday during P3, and then you'll go ahead and start baking the chocolate chip cookies. I think I like having my 5th series do sugar and y'all do chocolate chip because the chocolate chip takes less time. And then just make sure that my packers are ready to go. And don't let me forget to have you guys pack.
I look like chopped cheese. I can't look like chopped cheese in front of the camera. You're right. Can't look bad in front of the camera. Can't look bad in camera.
So, we need to be sure that you guys, who are my sellers? Okay, do I only have 2 sellers in this class? Yes. Yes? Yeah. Alright, so make sure that you guys are able to stay on Tuesday and Thursday of next week after school, okay? You know it doesn't take long, but you'll miss the bus if you're a bus rider. Alright, and then Thursday of next week, we need to have the kitchen spotless because on Friday we're having an advisory council meeting in here for the businesses around that sponsor CTE at our schools. And so they're going to be coming in and touring the building, so we need to make sure that our kitchen is spotless on Thursday. Yeah. Okay. All right. The other thing that we need to talk about are the posters. I am going to make I'm going to make just a general place where you guys can submit your posters to me so that I can print them out. If you want to make posters, that is perfectly cool. I have some extra poster board I would love to give you. But we do not have class time to do it. So I'm going to put a little assignment thing on Google Classroom. It's not for a grade, but it is where you can give me your posters. If you just share them with me, that's not good enough. Like that gets lost in my inbox. So you need to make sure you put them in that particular Google Classroom assignment, okay? And that goes for any kind of posters you want to make. If you want to say like line forms here or whatever,
is that the one they call Little Kaden?
Cool. Just add it to that particular one.
Is he the one they call Little Kaden?
I did buy money bags for us, so we don't have to use Ziplocs anymore. That's exciting. A little more on the professional side. Okay, are there any other suggestions that we need to talk about before we move forward?
He does look like little. I think.
Okay, so on Monday, make sure you start getting back those permission slips to me so that we can go on Thursday, and we will be able to do our field trip on Thursday.
We got a short week.
Questions, comments?
Are you leaving early? Thursday? Shut up.
Really? That's what we went with him. Alright, today we have our last and final group that is presenting the CTE programs over at the high school. Today we are going over welding, graphic design and animation, and construction. These are my friends Melvin and Danny. They are going to be talking to us about the construction program over at the high school. Just as a side note, welding, construction, and automotive are getting a whole new building. So by the time that you guys are ready to go to high school, you will be able to walk into a completely new facility if you choose one of these. Programs. So with that, I will go ahead and pass it over.
Like she said, my name is Mel Rojas.
My name is Danny Byrne.
We're gonna have this video playing. Wow, what's it called?
Well, it plays in the background.
Yeah. So construction is all hands-on. Barely any paper, but we are gonna have some tests at the beginning of the year, like safety tests. You have to get it for sure 100, or you won't be doing anything anytime soon.
Well, it's not that you don't do it anytime soon. You just keep on taking the test over and over until you make 100. And well, it's easy. Then you take a tape measuring test. And I'm pretty sure y'all know the basics of a tape measure. Tells you all the inches and the feet. But just because y'all know that doesn't mean y'all know everything about it. There's still 3/16, 5/16, 1/8, 1/4, a half. There's still things to it.
That's it. And so this is a thing, a 10-hour course that our freshmen are doing currently right now this year. It's called OSHA. It's required by the state, and it's a certification.
Certification thing that to do.
Certification. OSHA. OSHA. I'm choking again. All right, let me go. OSHA.
Occupational health and safety.
Projects that we've done so far are boot jacks, Valentine hearts for either your girlfriend, boyfriend, or your parents, picnic tables, and right now we're doing our own project. Me and Melvin are doing a project that we're making a doghouse.
Oh, German Shepherd size. But we have to go off a blueprint. A blueprint is basically like something you do. Some of y'all play Minecraft, Roblox, and all those games. You have to plan for the house y'all want, right? It's basically it's basically that, but it's just on paper and it's a blueprint. You have to go over all the measurements, all the feet, and how big it is, how small it is. There you go.
Blueprints are very, very important. Blueprints show you like what things to cut, where to put the things at, and many more things. Right now, as you see the video, there's a blueprint on the yellow board right there, like on the very left side. They follow that to build a shed right there.
Skills USA. This was Ask Skills USA. Please say it. I can't say it.
They go to Dallas, Waco, Galveston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Galveston and
Corpus Christi, like crispy donuts. You get it?
Corpus Christi. Don't listen
it?
to Melvin.
It's crispy donut. Oh yeah, but it's a lot of fun. You could be out for 4 to 7 days, really. But you're gonna miss a bunch of schoolwork. But I think it's worth it.
It's worth it. It's fun. You get to hang out with friends. You go out.
Yeah, they'll buy you Wingstop, guys. From what I heard, yeah, they buy you anything like on the way there.
All right, Melvin, come on.
Okay, my fault. Okay,
Construction's it's not an easy class. It's not a hard class. Construction is a fun class, especially our teacher. Mr. Davis is a cool teacher. He's fun and all. He's just like a normal other teacher. He cares a lot about safety, about the students. He cares about. He cares about what happens in his shop. Like every other teacher would care about their classroom and their students.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it. Questions? Oh wait. This is a 4-year class. Yes, my fault. Sorry, guys.
And the jobs that you can get from this is like construction, home building. What is? There's another one.
Oh, like you can do your own home reservations and all that.
Yeah, you can build things for yourself. Like it'll help you save money and make money if you want to do this as a course or later on after you get out of school.
These are our classmates at the Dallas with the Dallas Skills USA. This is where he marks it down his measurements and then he lines it out with the straight edge. And then you see how everybody's away. That's because if you're right behind him and you say something to him, he could get distracted and hurt himself. All right then.
That's our safety. What's it called again? I forgot. Safety construct? Something like that.
I forgot.
That's our safety guy. That's what I'm putting because I forgot what's the other called.
Advise? No.
I don't remember.
No.
But that's our safety guy. He makes sure everyone's safe. Everything around is good. No one's like bothering the person that's cutting or anything that's messed up that's not safe. He'll make sure of that.
Mm-hmm. These two are the judges. They go straight up to him because he's a leader. He's a leader of the project, and the responsible one. They don't go up to our teacher, Mr. Lust, for information. They go straight up to him. And then this is one of our classmates getting interviewed. And then as senior year, 7th and 8th period, you could go out every Friday and go do community. It's like
Community service, kind of.
Community service, kind of. They build what's it called? Sheds, fences, anything you name it.
They
Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah.
That's what they go work with. That's who they go work with. Habitat for Humanity.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Y'all got any questions for us or?
Yes.
Do y'all work by this class?
Yeah.
I mean, we can work inside the shop. We can work inside the shop, and then we have like a roof on top of us too that we don't have to be right under the sun, but we do have to be at least a couple times out in the sun.
It's not as bad as
It's not as bad, but it does get you a little sweaty.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah.
Any
Little
other
sweaty.
questions?
So before you guys go, I want to point out a couple of different things. So we think and we talk about all the different ways that we can use this particular
DJ's
skill
the
set
goat.
in the workforce. So obviously, like construction would be a main one that we would use the skill set for, but you don't have to work in construction to have this. Like you don't have to go in construction if you do this. It is very, very useful to have these skills. Just number one in life, and number two, just to be a handy person. So I'll give you an example. How many of you guys have ceiling fans in your house or apartment? We live in the South, right? Almost everybody has a ceiling fan. Okay, how many of you guys have ever installed a ceiling fan before?
Yes, keep your hands down.
Yeah, it's actually very hard to install a ceiling fan because you have to make sure that it has a substantial structure to hold it to because they're so heavy. You can't just change out a light fixture for a ceiling fan if there's nothing above there holding it up. So also it's very heavy and sort of cumbersome when you're trying to attach it and wire it at the same time, making sure that all the wires go to the places that they're supposed to. So if you don't know how to do that, you'd have to hire that service out. So A, it's good for you to know so that you don't have to hire that service out. B, if somebody can't do it, it's good for you to be that service to be hired. Does that make sense? So you, as a student right now, if you had that skill set, you could open a handyman business, right? Somebody accidentally punches a hole in the wall with a door, right? Like you open the door too much or too hard and you have the imprint of the door handle on the back of the wall. And then you have a hole in your wall. You need to repair that. If you don't know how to do that, you can hire it out, right? So you could be that person that people pay to come and fix stuff in their house. Maybe you're not like adding a new part to the house or completely remodeling things, but it is really, really, really good to know these skills on a regular basis. Yeah? What if you needed a new toilet? Do you have to call a plumber? No. If you knew how to do it, you could just do it yourself. I have actually installed 3 or 4
Toilets?
5
Miss White's a pro. Ain't that right, Miss White? You're a pro?
Yep,
She a pro.
the OG handyman.
And it's good that you do these things because you save money a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you save a lot of money, but also you could be making money by doing that as well. Like there are lots of people who can't do that on their own, right? So this is a good money-making business for you also. So if you're not into baking or making bracelets or doing something like that, there are lots of opportunities. What are you looking at him for? There's other people that make bracelets.
Exactly.
Okay. Anyway,
I think-
there's lots of opportunities for you to make money with this. All right. You guys have any other questions for Melvin or Danny? Look at that. That was the last one, guys. Great job. Great
All right,
job.
come on, let's go get Jeremiah.
Well, at least help me now.
All right, what?
Graphic design. Ain't working.
We're
They're
They're right here.
it's not just us.
Y'all weren't a part of Welding?
No.
There's
Hey,
other people
Jeremiah.
joined. I'm just hungry. Yeah, I gotta be sure.
Make sure that they're great. See, yep, you're good. See, yep, you're good.
I'm just hungry. Okay, I'm not sure. So he good, feel me?
Yeah, sure you can. Oh, what else? Sorry.
I can't say nothing, boy. Can't say nothing. I don't want to say for real.
Okay, guys. All right. Now it is time to hear about welding. I want, whenever you start looking at this program, I want you to be thinking of how you can use it without just specifically getting a job as a welder. How can you use this particular skill set in other areas? Okay.
All right, so my name is Jeremiah. This is Alejandro. We do the welding program. This is our 4th year doing it. It's a 4-year program. Basically, what we do in welding, we build stuff from scrap. We do new projects, all that stuff. There's some stuff that we use in welding. Some PPE protection stuff. Pass it on.
What do you think that we use this equipment for? Safety. Okay.
Yeah.
But let me ask you one more question. What type of light do you think it protects us from? Like, yeah, there's one specific word called for. I don't know if you know it yet. Like a specific type of light.
Oh, I know what you're
You got it.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, the helmets protect us from UV radiation light. So basically, when you start welding, like it emits radiation, and the light that it emits also is very bright. So the lens right here, it like darkens, and that helps us protect our vision.
Let me see nothing. All right, so we do Skills USA, and we do build competition. This is the first year that we launched our build team. We're traveling next week to Bryan, Texas. What about Austin? We're going there for our first competition, and he'll talk about skills.
So skills basically is a competition between like all the schools in Texas, and basically you go to the first meet is gonna be in Waco, and basically you just go, you compete for 2 days. If you do a project, which you can, you could team up with your friends, or if you want to do one by yourself, you can. But you also make a binder and you write down like throughout the months or weeks that it takes you to build that project and all the stuff that you need for that project. You take it first to Waco, and then if you get a good grade, basically that's what it's considered. You get to advance in the state meet or a district meet. You get to take your project, and they'll judge your project next. And basically, it's just to have fun and just learn about what you gotta do over there.
All right, so we do scrap yard builds. We take the scraps that we don't use and make something into it. This is something that they built recently.
Also about the scrapyard builds, that is practically considered a sculpture, because it's like a small piece of like,
The scrap metal we use.
yeah. Basically, 2 years ago, one of the young ladies went from Skills. She made a turtle out of metal, and she got second in state, and she almost went to nationals, and she got scholarship money.
and like if you join it, you also have the opportunity to get scholarship money to go to a college, a trade school college, or like a college.
So we do a
Bro.
lot of things. You're offered many things in welding. You get certifications, which he can tell you about again.
Basically, the certifications are in flat certifications, or fillet certification, groove certification, and butt certification. And there's two more called TIG and MIG.
So basically, guys, these certifications are different types of welds. So you are certified in specific types of welds. Does that make sense? It's not like an overall welding certification.
Yes.
It's like the different types of welds.
Do you have a question?
They're over there on
So basically, it just proves that you've mastered or completed like that type of.
I'm divorced, yeah, I'm out there.
It basically just tells like employers that you're certified in that and that you're skilled to do that type of job.
So recently we have built a table. We took a tire rim and we cut it in half and turned it into a fire pit. Currently, me and my partner are working on a wolf head for our project for Skills USA. And it's places you can work at in Longview. You can work at Komatsu and Eastman.
Those are two of the biggest ones here in Longview. Mainly the hardest one that you'll be able to get in is in Komatsu, but I'm pretty sure Eastman is pretty average getting in.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so almost so far every day that a group has came over here, they've said something about Komatsu and Eastman. What exactly are those places?
So Komatsu is an industrial company. So basically what they do is like they have their main one, which is industrialized like oil field work, different types of production, but they also separate to different companies, and they send out people that they contract to different job sites to either work as pipe fitters or mechanical fixers.
So both of them are engineering companies. Komatsu engineers and designs and builds different tractors and big machines. And Eastman is a chemical engineering plant. So they take specific chemicals that come out of the ground, and then they separate those chemicals and refine them so that they can then sell those chemicals to other places and other companies that use them to create things. So, for example, I don't know the specific terms, but I do know that at Eastman, one of the chemicals that they separate and then sell is used to make the coating on Tylenol gel caps. Right? So you do use, like, these are very, very well used, right? Not just Tylenol, like other companies too, because it has to do with the coating of them and making sure that they're digestible. But there are several different chemicals that Eastman separates. But if you go and you look at their plant, it's actually just a whole bunch of pipes that run from here to here, and they have different gears and meters on each of them, and they have to make sure that they're in a certain range, and that's what their engineers do. They go around and they test the pipes. They make sure that they're working properly, because if any of those pipes ever sprung a leak, it would be catastrophe for this entire area. Like, lots of lives would be lost. But that's why they have such great engineers who are also welders, because not only do they find and fix the problems, or not only do they find the problems find a solution to the problems, but then they're able to fix them right there because they have the skill set of welding. Does that make sense? So they may not have gone to school for welding, but they know how to do it, and they've been certified in specific welds that they need to use on the job. Make sense? And ladies in particular, the skill of welding and engineering is very, very highly sought after in females, just specifically because now companies have to hire a ratio, right, of male versus female. And the amount of females that go into that profession is just not even comparable to males, which actually makes females more highly sought after. Does that make sense? So whenever you see all these pushes for girls in STEM, that's why. Because we don't have that many of them. Because they're not being encouraged to get into that particular field. Make sense?
Do you have any questions?
At the beginning, it is kind of hard for you to get used to the pace and control of your stuff, but after that, it's pretty easy.
I think welding would be super cool just to make stuff with. Right? Like, I like making stuff. Like, you could make shelves. If you had a problem with your house, you could weld something to fix it. Like, you can make your own fences. You could do whatever you wanted to. You could make a design. You know, half the stuff that they sell at Hobby Lobby, a welder had to do that.
I've never been to Hobby Lobby before.
You have to been in a Hobby
No, I
Lobby
have not.
before.
I have not. I'm taking you to Hobby Lobby.
Kinsley, you're gonna come on a field trip.
I've never been to Hobby Lobby.
Can we go to Hobby Lobby?
Yes.
That would be great. All right, do we have any more questions
Jobs?
for our welders?
Komatsu and Eastman.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you weld glass?
Oh.
No.
No, I don't think so.
No, you melt
Actually,
glass.
there is a type, but it's practically called friction welding, where you just rub one material against another and they can join.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, ma'am. They can, depending on what you do. So what I plan on doing is travel welding, and they make up to $205,000 a year.
The most paying type of welding, as I said, was the TIG welding, because those are more sought after for like big companies like NASA and like type of companies that do large industrial ships, like also like the cargo ships, the companies that contract to weld those together, those could be, and underwater welders as well.
Underwater makes the most money. That makes the most money out of everybody.
But you can't do that for very long.
No.
Like, you would literally kill yourself. Your body would.
It does.
Yeah, your body would not be able to handle it. So underwater welding is pretty cool. Underwater welding is where you have all the pipes and everything that go between that do the drilling, like oil drilling within the ocean. And so we have to get our oil. So a lot of times we drill from the bottom in the ocean because that's where the oil is. So you have all those oil rigs that are in the actual ocean itself. Well, somebody has to go down there and fix those, because what happens if you have an oil leak in the ocean? You kill a lot of people and animals and all the things. So that means you have to have underwater welders who go in there, and they're specialized in welding underwater. So that means not only are they scuba divers, but they're also welders, and they're also specialized in certain welds, but also those welds underwater.
Yeah, also I was gonna add to that, but you said like you have to be a scuba diver first. You have to be an expert scuba diver to be a underwater welder.
Which is exactly why your body cannot handle that for long periods. So they make you get off the rig every 6 months, and they generally won't let you do it for longer than 3 years. But you do make some serious cash. Like, you make enough in 6 months to really last you for 6 years. Yeah. Like, it's a lot of money. But again, it's a very specialized, like 6, 7 years.
Oh no!
I knew it was coming, bro.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Yeah, we just got to talk about it.
When is Bella?
311.
Are you just put in?
Here?
Sure.
311. Wait, yeah. How do I do this? It doesn't want to cooperate with me. Okay, let's do this.
All right, finish off strong.
Yeah, I probably might not show them the video. I'll show them the sketch. Okay. Resume slideshow. Just speak really quickly. Yeah, just speak real quick. Okay. All right, hang on. Let me resume.
Alright guys, our last group is graphic design and animation. We don't have a whole lot of time, so we're going to speak fast, and I need you guys to listen carefully and quickly, okay?
Oh my goodness, y'all dragging me. Exactly. What is with the joke? I don't see the point of the joke.
It's literally been
Apparently, nah. It's not starting to be funny. Sorry. Okay, hi, I'm Melissa. This is, and we work for animation and graphic design. What is animation? Animation is the filming of the rapid succession of closely related static images to create an illusion of movement, as in movies. And the animation is based on an optical illusion called persistent of vision. So you see this thing, right? Look at it really good, and then slowly grab your eyes all the way over here. This thing should move just for a split second, if you can see it right. So y'all see it? Well, that's technically the whole point of this little activity. So, if you want to become an animator, we would use Adobe Animate in high school. You see how this looks like? That's what it's going to be like. Right here is the time frame where you would draw every single little frame as it is, and then your little tools, your eraser, pencil, fill in, and then the properties where you can adjust it. And these little keyframes, you can see the motion, right? You can see it. So if you play it, that little ball right there will just bounce around and fly all over the place. So it makes it smoother. And these are the 21 foundations of animation. You see all these things? This is what you need to make a good animation, or at least to get a start of it. Next one. These are student projects that we made. Which one are you making? That one? This one? So you are playing that one. Y'all seen Sonic, right? Sonic the Hedgehog? You know how it's like real life footage into animation? That's what this is. Real life footage, and then went back to animate the rest. This one is like smooth chalk motion, really smooth and really precise with the movements. So you see that? And like bouncing keyframes. There's a lot of different styles of animation. You don't have to just stick to one specific one. You want to click the other one? This one is mine. You want to go further to the end maybe? So this was my little animation for competition. And somehow this made it to UIL state finals in Texas. And this got second place. And this was my first time animating because I really put the effort into it.
I love you.
I love you too, Theo.
It was based off a little bit of my life. Next one then. Theodore. This is for basic to make a film. Who likes drawing? This is one for y'all then. 3D animation, modeling kind of. Any kind of model. You can like little puppets, little designs, nothing. Well, that's what kind of is. Storytelling, reading books, storyboarding. So another first thing of making animation is storyboarding to get the story going. So, and then technical skills is y'all like playing on the computers, right? So it's another way of another version of doing that. So y'all can look around quickly, look around the little storyboard for it. And this is our little social media of our website, graphic designs and multimedia, if it'll play. And Not trying to hurry y'all, but just so everyone can see it quickly, okay?
Creativity in Pine Tree High School's graphic design and animation program. Learn design fundamentals and industry standard software. Create animated shorts, motion graphics, and interactive media using various animation techniques. Our students embrace their creativity and technical skills to earn industry-recognized certificates often sought by employers. Join the creativity in graphic design and animation.
And graphic,
Sorry.
you're good.
Graphic design is the art and profession of using visual elements to communicate specific messages or ideas for a particular purpose or audience. It is a creative and strategic discipline that blends artistic ability with technical skill. These are the types of graphic design: illustration, 3D, packaging, motion graphics, web design, UI UX. This one's kind of like when you open up an app and you have the loading screen. The thing that's like circling around, it's gonna have a logo on it. That's what this is.
Like, you know how Chick-fil-A, and it has, when you click to go, it's gonna be like a little car moving, like it's to go.
Yeah.
Kind of like with that, but you make it personalized.
Okay, top thriving industries that rely on graphic design. First of all, we have website development, print media, gaming, social media, and animation.
So hang on, let's stop there for just a second. So look at the screen right now. Look at all of those jobs, like the different jobs that you could have within this topic. You see that the print media, social media, all of the things that are going to be going along with graphic design. So when you're on TikTok or you're on CapCut or you're on Insta or Facebook for old people, right? Then you have the different templates that you can use to be able to create something really quick. Well, a graphic design artist did that, right? So you can be able to use these skills just on your regular personal basis, just by using them with social media and being able to show off your skills. There you have it.
You already seen it, right? Then yeah, y'all are fine. I would show y'all the video, but we're short on time.
Yeah. So if you want to get a job for graphic design in Longview,
global graphic
graphics.
design.
Yeah. Global graphics. It was
newspapers.
Yeah, newspapers, and then it was Starfish.
Yes.
Okay. And there's a lot more. There's a lot that goes into it, and there's also a lot that it's involved in. Here are the elements and principles of graphic design: line, color, shape, texture, size, space, contrast, alignment, proximity, and repetition. These are all very important when you're making a design or a logo.
So I want you to, on those right there, these are the principles that I want you guys to be thinking about when we're creating our own graphics. Like whenever you're making your personal mission statement designs, this is kind of what you need to be thinking about. What's going to be more eye-catching? What's going to be more visually appealing to the judges, right? And if you're having something being put out there by a graphic design artist who already is familiar with all of these things, then your stuff is going to be more visually appealing because of that. So if these are the principles that they're using, these are the principles you should be using in anything, right, that you're going to put out there. Our posters for Sweet Success, anything that you're going to be submitting to the judges, everything should follow along these principles right here. Okay? Yes. Can you take a picture of that? I'm going to post it.
We shared it to her. All right, next slide.
Okay. How to create a good graphic design step by step. First of all, we drop a brief, so a sketch, rough draft, conduct market and project research, figure out what you're going to do, where you're going with it, mood boarding. Here's my mood board for one of the projects we're doing for our client. I made these, and I'm about to get the feedback back for these. Colors are important. It's candy and records, so you want to make sure it pops out. The way you organize the text is very important. What we were looking at earlier, this right here, where you put them is very important. You don't want it to be random, just accidentally wherever. You want it to be random purposefully. So let's see. This one right here, this one's curved. It's not straight. it pops out. This one, I moved them around and I tilted them so that it fits within it, but it's not like all over the place.
Like you basically want to catch someone's eye with it,
Yeah,
making
you wanna
them
make it-
impressed with your work.
Yes.
You want to go to the projects that people like, the student projects.
Yeah. All right, student
Here.
projects. This one's mine. These are the top scores of base.
And who likes to get paid? Well, next slide. You can get paid just to do this.
He made $1,500 to attend Kilgore College for graphic design. This is one of the big winners. And then we also have T-shirt design winners, logo design winners. This guy got $250 for logo contest design at the Gregg County Historical Museum. We have some more projects. The contest, we go through these, UIL animation. You?
No, like, yeah, we do all of these 3. UIL, VASE, and LMFA.
Mm-hmm. Okay, becoming Adobe certified in graphic design and animation. It looks real good on your resume. You take 4 classes in high school, and wait, 4 classes? I meant 4 years.
4 years.
4 years in high school, and it's free, and it it looks really good. It doesn't have to be your career path, but if you have it, you're more likely to be hired because you have experience.
And people will see that you are determined of what you want to do and that you're focused on it. Plus, this is showing that you have a lot of creativity that you would put in.
The app, Adobe, it costs money at home, but if you do it at the high school, then it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing there is for you guys to realize that once you start having to do this on your own, you have to pay for it. And an Adobe certification, because you're not just Adobe certified all over. You're Adobe certified in Animate. You're Adobe certified in Illustrate. You're Adobe certified in Photoshop. Like, there's all these different Adobe certifications.
You want to show them
Show them what?
the Adobe Creative Cloud, where we would get Photoshop, Animate, all of them together.
School and you do it, the school pays for it. So that's how that works.
It was
so
there.
You can
this
take
one.
These classes and understand how Adobe works, the better off you are.
Like, these are the apps that you would, if you do it in high school, these are the apps that you are.
You have access to all of it. Yeah.
And they're all pretty cool.
They're really, really cool apps, and they are the leading program in all graphic design, anything that you would do on the computer to create things. Adobe is the leading way to do that. So in just a shameless, really quick plug, how many of you guys know how to use Adobe Express? Okay, so Adobe Express just opened up free for schools last year. It is Canva's biggest competitor. How many of you guys know how to use Canva? Yeah, because we've been using Canva because it's been free for schools for a long time. Well, Adobe Express just opened up free for schools as well. Now, Adobe goes on the basis of layering. Canva does not. So with Adobe, you have different layers of different design that you layer on top of each other, and that way you create the designs that you want to. And if you want to take one off, you can take one off and see how it looks. And so the idea of layering here is put into Adobe Express. And Adobe Express will do everything that Canva does, only more. And it's preparing you to use the idea of layering to get you used to using the other Adobe products. So I would highly suggest that you do a little research on that. Next time you're YouTubing stuff, I would look up Adobe Express, just a couple of short videos to help you get started with it. And maybe start using that instead of Canva. Maybe branch out a little bit.
Is it free now? Like,
it is free as long as you go through classes.
Yeah. So do y'all have any questions for us in general, or? Oh, the jobs.
So global.
There's global graphic. That's Starfish.
Ad Age.
And then there's another one.
We were just saying newspapers.
Yeah. Well, y'all have a great,
how long would a typical project be graphic design?